a crisis can actually sometimes be a valuable spark for innovation and growth. To succeed both as a company and also in life, it's crucial to be able to adapt to unexpected situations and then rise to whatever challenge comes our way. And this is how Palfinger continues to operate today and in the future. And the next challenge I'd like to share with you is actually one that we gave ourselves, and that was to provide the world's fastest tour of all Palfinger production sites across Austria. Okay, we did have a bit of help, though, from two incredible athletes, Tom Oehler, who's a Guinness World Record holder and a 5-time Austrian champion in bike trial, and Marco Memper, who's Austrian national champion and Motor Sportsman of the Year 2019. I'm telling you, these guys are fearless and they are fast. Are you ready to see the result? You got to see this. Have a look.
Tom, we received our challenge.
I'd say challenge accepted.
Those guys are certainly amazing, and we're especially excited because the two of them are actually here in Lengau today, and we'll see them in action this afternoon at our outdoor test site in the second half of the Palfinger World Tour. So you really want to make sure you don't miss that. It is going to be an amazing show. Well, along with all the incredible stunts that you just saw in the video, you also got to see that things are very busy at the Palfinger production sites, and that's despite the enormous global challenges stemming from the pandemic. Challenge Accepted is this year's campaign at Palfinger, but what exactly are the challenges facing our partners and clients? We want to hear from you. This is your chance to send us your comments and questions via the online platform, either using the chat function or, if you prefer, simply by sending us an email. We'll share your questions with our experts, who I am happy to introduce right now. They're from the Innovation, Product Development, and Sales teams. Welcome Philipp Smoller, Andreas Hiller, and Gerhard Sturm. Hello to you, gentlemen.
Hello.
So we will be collecting questions from our audience, but first I'd actually like to talk to you about one Palfinger solution that's gotten quite a lot of attention. Philipp, you know what I'm talking about. It was developed by your team and it even won 2 awards. the Austrian State Award for Digitalization 2020, and also the Digital Impulse Award 2020. Very impressive. Of course, I am talking about the StruckInspect. We have a short film to give our audience a quick overview of what it's all about. Let's take a look.
To arrive safely, to deliver and supply, we use roads, bridges, and railroad tracks. Infrastructure that must be kept up to the highest standards to guarantee safety. Crucial to this are regular examinations and analyses. StruckInspect revolutionizes the inspection and maintenance of infrastructure. Modern drones deliver thousands of high-resolution images. Data which we use to create a digital twin of the structure. Detailed and highly precise. A twin that utilizes artificial intelligence to provide exact information about where specific maintenance work is required. This method is faster, more accurate, and more economical than all traditional investigation methods. It combines the expertise of strong partners in one company at the highest level. Together, we provide uninterrupted mobility and, above all, safety. Challenge accepted.
Okay, Philip, well, congratulations to you and your team. It is very impressive indeed. Is this the future of PALFINGER?
Let me first pass on the credit and the recognition to our team of StruckInspect, our partners, but also the PALFINGER employees helping us to build this amazing proposition, and which are doing a great job every day. Yes, indeed, this is the future of PALFINGER. Service solutions like StruckInspect are addressing unmet customer needs, and this is what it's all about. Frankly speaking, and that's the interesting fact, the StruckInspect idea came from within the PALFINGER organization and out of our dealer network. Actually, PALFINGER 21st, our corporate incubator, just provided the environment to grow a very good idea to a concept, and finally to a market-ready solution. So next to actually going into partnerships and into corporations, it's also quite important to take at times a couple of risks, but work with the right experts. So together with our partners from the Vienna Consulting Engineering and the Angst Group, both experts in their field, we have founded this joint venture, which is now successfully launching the StruckInspect solution.
And Philip, this is really an important thing. PALFINGER 21st is really a new way of thinking for PALFINGER. You know, our R&D organization is focused to develop products within time, quality, and budget. And we are following a very strict development process to ensure that our products are safe and reliable. Now, PALFINGER 21st really is an open space for our engineers to move into an open area to think about new ideas, new business models, new types of products for the benefits of our customer. And even more important, you know, in today's complex environment, you know, we have to collaborate with partners, and especially our setup in Vienna allows us to really collaborate with experts from universities, from research institute, and to turn those ideas to really reliable and safe products. And now looking at StruckInspect, this really shows how we change our focus from a single product to a solution which really generates value for our customer.
Andreas, and this is the main point for our customers, partners, our dealers. It's all about generating additional benefits to add value. So the solution is important. The solution in the future is becoming even more important. It's not about the product on a pallet which we ship, which is sufficient to create customer satisfaction, to ensure customer satisfaction. When we work together with our partners, with our clients, we focus on our targets, our joint goals, and to create values together, according our motto, creating values together.
Now, Gerhard, I know that you are in sales, so that means that you're particularly close to customers. How do you find out what are the challenges affecting them specifically?
Well, our sales partners, in other words, our dealers, they have the closest contact to our customers. They are the number one contact to our customers, and they forward the challenges from the market to PALFINGER. Important to state here is that our customers today are confronted very often with 3 different touch points. So with the PALFINGER dealer, with the truck dealer, and as well with the bodybuilder. But we want to make the life of our customers easier, more convenient. So we are offering comprehensive services and solutions, and as well take care of the integration of the vehicle. We are intensifying contact with our customers together with our dealers and want to make them more successful and offering their new channels of activities. The feedback we received today from our market clearly shows us here that we're on the right track.
And what about the engineering department, Andreas? How does customer relationships work there?
Well, being close to customer has always been one of the strengths of Palfinger. And it's really important that our engineers receive the right information from our sales organization to develop the right products. You know, our product managers need to understand the job of the customer wants to perform with our products. We need to understand the outcome they need to generate to create value for them. We need to understand the constraints, the pain points our customers facing in the day-to-day work. And all this needs to be transported and translated to our engineers so we can develop the right products. And even more, you know, again, we need to change now our perspective from a product, a crane, towards a solution. Our customers do not require only a crane, they require a crane vehicle. And only if we integrate this lifting solution, like a crane or a hook loader or a platform, seamlessly into the vehicle, we can create real value for our customer.
Indeed, Andreas, and I think it's very critical that we truly understand the problems of our customers first. An intimate knowledge of their needs helps us to develop the right solutions for them, and that is extremely important also for Palfinger 21st. Today we face a much more diverse customer base. There we have the crane operator, which is likely looking into the field and is needing some assistance with a new function or feature. We have a fleet manager, which is looking for the whereabouts of his trucks and whether they need and require some service, coming to the service manager, which likely wants to order some spare parts and go forward. Only if we truly understand the challenges of our customers in their working routine every day, we can provide them with the right solutions.
Could you maybe give us a concrete example?
Absolutely. Now let's take an example of a forest truck. Today, you know, the truck driver needs to drive with the vehicle into an exposed location. He needs to step out of the cabin, of the vehicle cabin, and operates the crane under very harsh, below zero temperature, snowy conditions. We are currently developing a system where the truck driver can stay in the vehicle cabin and perform the lifting job while he is protected by the cabin of the vehicle. This is what we view as a seamlessly integrated solution where a crane and a vehicle really work close together. This cannot be achieved by just mounting a crane to a vehicle. We can only do this if we think solution, if we design solution, we manufacture solution, we deliver, maintain, and service solution. This is really what makes Palfinger a true solution provider.
I'd like to ask you about Palfinger Service. Gerhard, what can you tell us about that?
Well, actually, service is of highest importance to us. The dealer and our service network is essential for Palfinger and above all for our clients. And here we are investing heavily. We're investing into full service concepts. We are investing into spare part hub concept first in Europe. We're investing into smart tools to optimize the availability of spare parts for our customers. And we are investing into service offerings so that our customers knows exactly their total cost of ownership. So we are providing all this, but in order to set up all this, close collaborations with the engineers from Andreas' team and with the developers of the smart tools from Philipp is extremely important. Let me explain a little bit further. What we are implementing currently is an integration of the spare part processes from the service network, so from the service partner to our dealer, to Palfinger. Today, almost each and every spare part manager is thinking about what to keep on store. If we know in real time which parts are consumed per equipment, then we can automatically give a suggestion, make a suggestion what to keep on stock and where. So this is to maximize the uptime of our machine, but above all to ensure customer satisfaction.
And what does service look like in engineering?
Well, this is really a good example how digitalization has changed the way we work in engineering. You know, during development, what we essentially develop is a virtual representation of our system. We actually develop a digital twin. And with this digital twin, we can verify and validate the performance and the function of the system virtually under multiple conditions at the same time. With this data, enriched with data from real prototypes and test systems we have in the field, we can really create mathematical models where we can predict the wear and tear of the key components of our system. With that, we understand, or we can actually predict failures before they even happen, and we can schedule a preventive maintenance interval, and our customer can use the system without interruptions.
Well, we actually now have another short film showing just how PALFINGER implements solutions, how they're tailored precisely to the needs of customers, and also what role digitalization plays in all of this. Have a look.
Snow, rain, rough seas, and gale force winds. The work must be done even under the toughest conditions. Safety is the first priority here. The safety of the employees, the safety of the load. PALFINGER offers new perspectives with remote control steering. The operator controls the system from a secure remote control center. Sensors and cameras provide him with all essential information in real time in order to carry out every job precisely and cost-effectively, even in rough seas, in safety. What's true on the oceans is also true on land for PALFINGER. We accept your challenges in order to find the best solutions together. We rely on the integration of our products, artificial intelligence, and electrification. Your challenge is our challenge. Challenge accepted.
All right, remote control steering. We heard about networking, artificial intelligence. Gentlemen, are all of these now parts of the Crane ecosystem?
Absolutely. And this is really a good example how we integrate our PALFINGER solution in the ecosystem of our customer, in their application, and how we use data to do this. Let's take an example. If we operate an aerial work platform where we bring people to an exposed height, which is quite dangerous, we can use weather data. We can use the understanding of the wind loads to optimize the performance while keep our people safe in the basket. So this is really how we truly can use data to integrate the system, our solution, into an ecosystem and provide value for our customer.
And now, Philip, this was mentioned earlier briefly, but can you tell us more about the role of PALFINGER 21st?
Yeah, actually, the role of PALFINGER 21st is to turn customer needs into early product ideas with market potential. So therefore, we screen new technologies, we combine customer insights, we build business hypotheses, but most importantly, we initiate new developments. Obviously, we can't do this in isolation, but we need to do this with partners, together with the R&D and the product lines, but also with external companies or universities. Truth be told, this is not always free of friction. And there's a lot of constructive dialogue going on, actually always with the aim and the culture to build the best solutions for our customers. Because in the end, it's about to have the best performing lifting solutions, increase safety and convenience, for example, through assistive functions or autonomous functions, or increase the uptime of our products through smart services we deliver.
So solutions that work for our partners and customers because the impulse for them, the input comes directly from their experience, from their daily business.
Well, I'm going to ask once again, can you give us a concrete example?
Yes, and we have seen the example of the forest truck. Now let's focus a little bit on a different product line. Let's look at our sea applications. There we face the challenge that delivery vessels need to supply containers to oil rigs, which then need to be loaded up to the oil rig. This is a very demanding and dangerous job for the crane operator as well as the deck crew of the delivery vessel. We are now developing a system where the crane operator is actually located in a land-based control cockpit and can control the crane by remote control from a very safe place. In addition, once the technology matures, we will introduce completely autonomous functions where the crane will load and unload the container completely autonomously. And this is, the investment and the development of these capabilities and technologies is a huge investment for PALFINGER. We accept this challenge, but we will also utilize then those capabilities, those technologies across all product lines. So we can serve not just one, but many product lines in our portfolio.
You mentioned autonomous operation, but where does this leave the use of data? Philip, maybe you can answer that.
Yeah, I think data is the glue all behind it and around it. We make use of a lot of data, like Andrea stated before, environmental data. So we connect the weather data with machine data, which is coming in together with a logistics flow to finally assist an operator in his lifting process to do it more efficiently, more conveniently, more reliably. And this is what it's all about. Data actually is delivering value for our customers.
And this is really where the broad capabilities of Palfinger come to play, where we not just have sort of one product line, we have multiple product lines. We're developing solutions, capabilities, technologies we can share across the product lines. The lessons learned in one product line supports the development of products in another product line. The key driver for success is really sharing common technologies, capabilities, develop reusable modules so we can share them across the rich portfolio. And with that, we can support our customer even better.
And something else I'd like to talk to you about is the role of heritage at Palfinger. How does it impact where the company is going in the future?
Actually, heritage is something which is extremely important. And being an innovation leader for more than 85 years, I believe, makes us credible. We know what can go wrong. We know how to master the challenges ahead and the times in the past, and also we plan for in future. We have done the impossible. What helps us is speaking the language of our customers and carefully listening to them and develop ourselves further.
Well, we have gone through the last decades with a lot of our partners, sometimes really facing tough times, but we always made it and came out stronger. And also today we are facing the same challenges, the same changes, cultural changes, and the same trends. And these are the same, again, as our customer do.
And what about, though, the smaller and medium-sized companies? How are they able to cope?
Yeah, there is an increasing complexity out there, and some of the small and medium-sized companies are struggling to deal with that complexity. But actually, we as Palfinger, we can lend them a helping hand. And indeed, with our smart services, help them through, for example, a configurator or mounting kits, or even a ready-built truck on PAL drive, because this is what we consider a complete solution for our customers.
And yet, it's also true that Palfinger itself has gone through many changes. How have the changes been handled within the company itself?
Well, this is really the exciting thing. We are going through a cultural and structural change ourselves, and we are essentially developing from a company which is focused on mechanical engineering, mostly now to a real technology company. We are investing and we are developing the digital capabilities of the future to really provide cutting-edge lifting solutions for our customer. We continue our journey of learning, continuous learning, and developing our capabilities to serve our customer today, but even better tomorrow.
Well, gentlemen, I know this is not easy to do, especially in these uncertain times, but could you give us a glimpse of the future? Could you give us your vision of what Palfinger will be in the future in one sentence, though? Who wants to tackle that first?
Yeah, I will start. So we'll for sure still lead this industry, supported by strong partnerships.
Okay, Andreas?
Well, supporting our customer in his demanding job and challenging job, straightforward and skilled.
I believe we will continue to be passionate about the cool lifting solutions we develop and the reliable partner for our customers.
And Gerhard, a final word from you, perhaps?
Yeah. We will continue to help our partners, our dealers, our operators to beat gravity on a daily basis with cutting-edge technology, highest performance, and digital service for lifetime excellence with Palfinger Lifting Solutions.
I think that all fits very nicely with our campaign, Challenge Accepted. All right, everybody. I think by now our customers and partners have sent in their questions, and I have this handy tablet here. Because of our digital format, I'm able to read to you guys some of the questions that have been sent in. We have one now from Frederick, and he writes, you speak about turnkey solutions. Oh, Andreas, hello. I almost forgot. You're going to get, the three of you are getting some help from the CEO to answer the questions. Good to see you, and it's important. Listen. All right. So, Andreas, thank you for coming back. So let me go back to Frederick's question. He writes, you speak about turnkey solutions on your website. I found PAL Drive. Where do you want to go with this?
Yeah, probably I'm going to take this question. Well, PALDrive is our platform for how we call it turnkey solution, so ready-to-go trucks, so a truck together with our already installed lifting solution. And we want to offer this new additional channel to all our partners, so to our dealers, to promote these kind of vehicles. There is quite a success in the recent days. We have just put a turnkey solution into the PALDrive webpage, and within less than 24 hours, it was already sold by one of our partners.
And it clearly shows that we are really providing solutions, a solution to the circumstances, the challenges our customers are having.
Okay, are we ready for the next question? Okay, this is from Adrian, and she writes, digitalization is everywhere, especially now with COVID. Where do you see the opportunities and the risks?
Let me take that one. I think we have been well prepared because digitalization is something we have been dealing with for quite a while. And if you look, for example, on a service tool we have developed in the past, which is the Smart Eye, we remotely can now service basically from the back office an operator in the field without needing to go there, and that helps in the COVID crisis. But there is a second thing, which is a challenge for us. And I think the PALFINGER Volto is kind of an answer to it. It's losing touch to our customers. So I'm really happy also to be here and having been invited, because this is helping us also to share our ideas and go forward.
It has shown today, I think, as well, that we know how to work in a digitalized way, how to have a virtual meeting. And I hope that you guys can really hear us and see us properly at home. You can follow what we are doing here, and you're invited to send and engage fully with PALFINGER.
Okay, we have now a question from Martin, and he asks, what surprising product development will the new technologies bring for me as a driver? So we have a driver writing to us. Who wants to tackle that one?
Well, as I said before, we have developed, or we have an R&D organization which is really focused on delivering the promises and delivering on the roadmap. So we have multiple new concepts and products in the pipeline. I think the time would not be enough today to explain all of them, but I think for that we have the PALFINGER World Tour, and later on I'm sure our customers will see quite some new features and functions.
I'm also very happy here that even operators, drivers are engaging with us here today. This shows we are reaching out to the right audience.
Okay, we have another question from Matthias, and he asks, many companies offer cars, trucks, drones with electrification. Is this a topic at all for you? So also important.
Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, designing products which are sustainable or fit into the requirements of the sustainability, are reduce emission, minimize emission, especially in applications which are in the city where the emission load is already quite high. This is a key focus area for us, and we are developing electrical driven lifting solutions, and this is again a topic which we will share across our product lines, so we can use this technology in multiple applications.
And electrification is a clear part of our entire sustainability strategy, and this is proving as well that our customers, our partners are interested in it.
That's right, the future is electric, everybody, for sure. We have another question from Sandra, and she writes, in this crisis, delivery times are under pressure. Do you have the same problem? Do you expect longer waiting times, for example, next year?
I think I will answer this. One of my favorite topics, lead times.
Sure.
Well, I mean, the current market environment, and Andreas mentioned it in his initial speech, is extremely visible. The visibility is extremely limited, yeah? And we need to cope with this on a global scale, and together with the support from our GPO, we put tremendous effort in order to optimize our planning processes. And with this, having this global demand understanding, we can give our suppliers, our plants, a good insight what the upcoming demand will be, and with this we will keep our lead times under control.
And I think it's even more important to be accessible, that we can communicate, that our partners understand where do they stand, and as well our customers will know when they're getting their products. And I think even in this moment of crisis, lockdown, however you call it, we have shown that we can do this properly.
All right, we have another question from Xenia, and it is, on the Bauma last year, I saw your telematics system. How far are you with this?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. In the end, after the Bauma, we have executed a couple of field tests, received a lot of feedback from our customers, integrated that feedback into an even better product and launched it 3/4 of a year ago. And we are now offering complete services starting from an operator monitor to a fleet monitor to a service monitor. But this is not where this journey ends. Actually, it's a continuous development, improving basically based on the customer's feedback, the solution which is out there already.
Yeah, once more, as I said, we show that we are close to our customers, that we know in which direction to move, and our customers and partners can rely on us.
Okay, now I have a question from Alexander. He writes, last year, one of my trucks crashed into a bridge. Oh dear, Alexander, I hope you're okay. He says, I had to replace it quickly, which didn't work. Can you speed this up?
Yeah, probably again on my side. I think I've answered this already with the first two answers. So on the one hand, we have a good planning process so that we have really short and competitive lead times on the one hand. On the other hand, as I mentioned, we have the PALDrive platform where we are promoting turnkey solution, and probably we have the right here for this demand.
Okay, and I think we have time just for one more question, and it's from Daniel, who writes, when will we see CAN bus communication between the truck and crane?
Yeah, this is an important topic, and it's mainly about the integration of our system with the vehicle. And this is really in our focus area to develop this interface and to collaborate with the vehicle manufacturer. So we really have a seamless integration of that communication interface between the two systems. So we're working on this, and we are really building the network of partners to create solutions together.
All right, gentlemen, thank you so very much for answering all of these questions. And just a reminder to all of you who did not get that chance to hear their question read out, you can still send us your questions via the chat function, via the email, and we will make sure that you get an answer from our experts.